In this video, we'll take a look at the new trading room and right side of the chart. A trading room is also known as a forum or a chat room. And in this particular trading room, I've built in a lot of features and unique customizations that you can use to really filter out or focus in on the content that you want to see, or what's most relevant to your own trading style or the trading vehicles that you might prefer to trade. So what we'll do is start out with a quick overview of your user account. Once you've registered on right side of the chart and you log in, currently at this time I have it set that after logging in you'll come into the trading room. If you wanted to visit the home page, just click anywhere here on the banner up top and that'll bring you to the home page. Or of course you can click the home button here or visit any areas of the site. To get back into the trading room, simply hover here, trading room, and click on activity. That's where we're at right now, and the activity section will pretty much show you all the posts that everybody's made, unless you filter that out. We'll get to the sorting options in the different groups here in a minute. But one thing you'll notice after you register and log into the site, you'll see your username, or in this case I have a display name set up. There's a different video I've posted. It's right here at this point in the forum. I may put that somewhere else over here on the right hand sidebar. This tells you how to change your password, email address, display name, and your profile photo. So after registering with right side of the chart, if you want to change your password to a custom password, or at any time change your email address, you can do that. And this video will give you instructions on how to do so. So once you hover here, if you'll notice there's a blue button, or I should say a blue circle there with the number 2 in there, and that shows me if I hover on it, I have 2 messages. I have a friendship request from right side of the chart. This is Randy Finney. I go under the blog name or the username right side of the chart within the forum, and I also sent this dummy user account I've created. I followed this person. So in there you can see the 2 messages, friendship request and following. If you had a private message from somebody, which I'll get to in a minute, that would also show up here. So you can either, I should go back there. You can either click on your notifications, hovering there, click on the message and read it, or you can hover over your name and you'll see here the same thing. You have 2 notifications, hover down, there's 1 friendship request. So let's just take a look at that. So I have a pending request. That means somebody else on the site saw my blog name on there, something I posted, and reached out and wants to add me to their friends list. So at that point, I open that up, and as you can see to the right here, I can either accept or reject. So let's go ahead and accept that friendship. And now I'm friends with right side of the chart, or at least this user is. Go back there. Let's take a look at the other message, 2 notifications, and the other one was right side of the chart is now following you. So what I've done is followed this user, and okay, I don't need to open that. There's not much more to it, so I'll just click that I've read the message, or I could delete it, and then that should remove the notification. Okay, so let's go back to the trading room and take a look at how to really navigate through here. Let's say I wanted to send somebody a notification or follow somebody. In this case, here's right side of the chart. I'll click on that person's username, which is you'll see when you hover it, it highlights as a link. And so what this does, it brings me to the user's profile. I've already befriended right side of the chart. I just accepted that friendship request actually. If I wanted to follow right side of the chart, I click the follow button. And now what that will do, I'm following right side of the chart. So where that's useful, if there's some members in the forum that post content that you really like, could trade ideas, any educational information, for whatever reason you want to follow certain users, go ahead and click the following. You can also send a public message to a user, and what that will do is send out, it'll attach their username to your message, and then you'll go ahead and type a message, and everyone will see that in the forum. Of course, you can reach out and send a private message to somebody. So if there's a user you want to contact, your question or comments to that person you don't want anyone else to see, simply click here. Let's go ahead and do that. Click private message. It'll load a form. You can type your subject, the message. If you wanted to add somebody else to the private message list, maybe 2 or 3 people, that's sort of like copying on email, copying other people. You could add their usernames there, compose, and then when you're finished, let's scroll down here. Well, I can't scroll because the page is just cropped here. I'll slide up there. You can see once you've typed your message, go ahead and click send message and they'll get the private message. So let's put that back down there. Okay. Now, once you're in your dashboard here, you can take a look at messages from your friends. So anybody that you befriended, here's a list of your friends right here. Anybody you're following. Again, I'm doing this video before the forum is actually rolled out. So in this case, we have one person that this dummy account is following. So anybody you're following, you can see here. And as you notice right here, you can cancel a friendship. To the best of my knowledge, I've set this up that they will not receive a notification if you cancel that friendship. I could be wrong, but I believe that's how I set this up. I'll make sure that's the case. If not, unfollow if I wanted to stop following somebody, and they won't receive a notification. And this mute function, which is, I think, very interesting. There's a couple ways to mute people. You probably wouldn't want to mute somebody that you're already following. So let's just go out to the trading room, and I'll give you an example. All right, so we go out to activity here. This is me, the account I'm using right now, Swing Trader. So I scroll down. Here's another account, Trader 1. Let's go. We click on Trader 1's profile. Let's say that Trader 1 posts a lot of information and either you don't agree with his analysis or you have no interest in the type of trading or investing he's doing. Maybe he's an options trader and you don't trade options. For whatever reason, you don't want to follow this person. Simply click on their profile and hit this mute button. And what that will do then is mute that user so you will not see their posts when you're in the site-wide activity stream. In other words, looking at all the posts from everybody on the site. If you mute someone, they do not know they're being muted. They don't have any way of knowing that. They can still send you private messages. You'll still receive private messages from them. You don't have to reply. And of course, you can unmute a trader or unmute anybody anytime by just going back into your mute settings here, and anybody that you currently have muting would show up under here. In this case, I don't have anybody muted right now. And I will say there's the one bug that I've noticed. I started doing this video yesterday, and the mute function is a little quirky right now. It was working fine. I have 2 programmers working on that. We hope to have that fixed within the next week or so. And so just keep in mind, you may notice if you mute someone, it doesn't put them in your muted groups, and we hope to have that fixed soon. But I did want to share the feature because I think that's a very useful feature, especially as the forum grows over time and you'll have a lot of content. Maybe you're busy, you want to come into the site and not have to read through posts and comments from people that you don't want to follow. So let's take a look. Go back to the activity section. Now we have another option. In addition to muting people, let's say that I wanted to come in. I only have a few minutes, and I want to check up. It's been a day, a couple days, a week since I've been in the forum. Let's say I work a full-time job. Trading's a part-time thing. I simply click on following. And what that will do then is show me only the posts by people that I'm following. So it's a quick way to just catch up on your favorites. Same thing with friends. You may have a group of friends. You guys all trade the same instruments. You talk, whatever, you befriended online here. And you can click there and also sort only by all the posts by your people and your friends. And then the group option here. You can take a look. We don't have any posts in any of the groups right now, but let's take a further look at the groups and how to join those and how those work. So under Trading Room, I click Groups. And what we'll do, even though the groups are over here on the right-hand side, it shows the groups. You can click to get to them there. This gives you a description right here. So here's trading tips. And if I wanted to read what the group is about, there's a description right here. You can see it's truncated, so you want to click on trading tips. Let's just go ahead and do that. And here's trading tips. There's all the posts within that group. If I wanted to join the group, I can go ahead and click it here, which we'll do. So now I've joined the group trading tips. It tells me when I do that right now my email status is a weekly summary. So what that means is in the group, the default, if you join any groups, you'll receive a summary of all the posts made in that group on a weekend basis. They go out at Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. They're all sent out. If you don't want to receive emails or you want to receive an email update more frequently, just click on the word change, and you'll see here your options. No email. I'll just read the group on the web. I want a weekly summary, which you're already defaulted to. Daily digest. At the end of each day, send me out a list of all the posts that were made in this group. Or all emails. Maybe in the beginning there's not a lot of activity in the forum, and you want to be notified right away when a new post or update is made. You would click the all email option. So we'll leave that at weekly for now. And if we go back to groups, you can see now that we are a member of the trading group, trading tips. And if I wanted to leave the group, I simply click there. Once again, if I want to change my options, I click there. You'll also, if you receive an email from any of the groups or any of the content on the forum, there'll be a link to unsubscribe there, so you can do that as well. Very easy to change exit your email settings. Okay, so that's how the groups work. Take a look at all those. Over time, if each group that I have here, from people I've talked to over the years, I know there are certain traders that follow the site that do focus solely on options trading. I know there's some that focus on commodities. We definitely have a lot of gold bugs. And there's times I wouldn't consider myself a gold bug, but as most of you know, there's times where I'm actively engaging the gold sector and the gold mining stocks, whether it's long or short. And then there's periods for weeks, months at a time where I'll step aside and don't even mention them because there's just not a lot going on in the chart. So you can join and subscribe and leave these groups anytime you want. So again, if you had several of these groups and you go back to the trading room, you go to activity, and if you want to sort the activity, all members will show you all posts made by everybody on the site, all the members of the forum, unless you've muted somebody. Whereas you can also sort by the following people you're following, friends, groups. These are just mentions that you've had. Okay, the rest of it is pretty much self-explanatory. Again, this is the initial video, and I'll try to break it down into separate groups of brief instructionals, maybe do some written ones as well, and put that on the right-hand sidebar over here in the beginning. But if you wanted to make a post, a comment, and I encourage anything you see, you come across an article on another site, another chart somewhere else, of course, always give credit if you're posting somebody else's work, unless you're posting a link to their site. Obviously, that will bring you into their site and people know where they're going. What I'm referring to, if you take an excerpt of what they've said or a chart and they don't have that chart watermarked, please give them credit, as that's the right thing to do. So if you wanted to post a chart, let's say, check out this chart of GDX, and then you can click this image, add photos or images, and what it'll do is find that image wherever you've saved it onto your desk drive, or your hard drive, I should say. You can also add a video. Simply click this, and if you had a link, YouTube video, just copy the URL, the path to the video, put it there, cancel that. And if you had a link to an article, simply paste the link there, hit preview, it'll preview the link, and then you can hit send. So very simple, and of course you don't have to attach anything. Here, we'll go ahead and upload a chart real quick. So to upload that chart, simply click here, upload file, and wherever you've saved that, you may have to navigate to the spot you've saved it, and just double click on the chart and it'll upload it. And once the image is there, click add photos, and clicking add photos will send whatever text you've included with the chart, if you have included text, and that will go ahead and then load onto the site. And it will pop up here. Now, this load newest, anytime you submit something or somebody else submits a new post or comment on the site, within anywhere from a few seconds to usually no more than 2 minutes, I'd say the average is about 20-30 seconds, you'll see this load newest pop up. So if you're during the day or anytime you have the trading room open and you're online and you see load newest, just click that and it'll show you the latest post or comment. So there's a post made by Swing Trader. If you wanted to comment to somebody's post, there's a comment field down here. And you can go ahead and make a comment to whatever they said. So, great comment, and hit post, and that'll go. Nope, didn't click it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, so that's how the posting in the comment sections work. And let's see what else. That's pretty much the nitty gritty. This is, as I said, the initial instructional video might be a little rough. I'll polish it up, put some, like I said, maybe break down the instructionals, how to upload videos and images and links into separate posts. Here's a way to sort. You can show only updates, post comments. So if you wanted to just check the comments that have been made, you click on that and you'll see comments made by anybody in the forum. So if you have any issues or suggestions on how to make this forum a little better, feel free to go ahead and use the contact section, contact form, which is right here under resources. Contact us, and I'll be glad to take a look at that.